Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Devi Puspita Dina. I'm from English Education, Class H, 5th semester in UIN Radinitan Lampung. And this is my midterm in subject ESP, Course Design Material and Media. And I will presentation about need analysis on secondary students. Okay, next slide. Okay, and I will presentation about need analysis on secretary student. I have 4 session material. The first is secretary student. The second is data collection technique. The third is need analysis on secretary student. And the last is syllabus. Okay, the first is secretary student. English is one of the subjects that becomes learning for focus by student each level including college. Every level has its own goal in learning English. The study to identify the secretary students' need toward the English learning material. The learning goal of secretary student is specific on the language used especially in workplace. Okay, the next. Data collection techniques. The first is participant, instrument, and then stakeholder. Participant, there are all the student, secretary student, and the instrument is questionnaire result and interview result. Questionnaires were distributed to secretary student to identify the student need of English material and showing that the similar data achieved from interview, the item of questionnaire were adapted from the theoretical construct of the day event at Sejong 1998. The interview result, which the secretary lecturer, as she mentioned that the purpose of secretary student learn English in credit in order to have ability to communicate in English, especially in workplace content. Have English competent better and the more competitive. And the stakeholder of study program secretary. Okay, the next. The next is need analysis on secretary student. There are present situation, target situation, and learning situation. The first is present situation. The first aspect is student log. It refers to the student English level. The questionnaire show that the student English ability in the class is basic and low intermediate. And now students who reach high intermediate and advanced level. 3 are more than half of the students in the class on the level of basic English, while the rest on the one is on the level of low intermediate. Okay, the data is presented in table. Item 1 percentage is 0, data 0%, and description is advanced. And percentage 0, data 0%, and description is upper intermediate, and percentage 6, and the data is 37.5. Description is lower intermediate, and the percentage is 10, and data is 62.5. The description is basic. Okay, the next. Target situation. There are 2 target situation. There are of learning English and learning material. Target of learning English. This is table 7 target of learning English on secondary student. The aspect is target situation. Indicator is the objective which will be achieved, and the item is 19. Percentage A 18-60% and B 11-69% and the C 10-63%, D 9-56%. The target of English learning for secondary students are doing English communication in workplace content, having better skill to apply it in workplace area, having English skill are requirement to find job, having better English skill to find job in multinational company, and doing communication in daily life. Okay, the next. The next is learning material. The data of kinds of learning material needed by secondary students are represented in the following table. Next. And this is the diagram learning materials needed. Kinds of topic material that the student expects, including telephone handling, arranging chief agenda, arranging work journey, public and relation, public speaking, business communication, server service, insurance, understanding of vocabularies of in work page and their function. The next. Okay, the last is learning situation. The data of the learning material quality in the textbooks, topic material and learning activities provide in the details and structure in the textbooks or buku pegangan kuliah is presented in the following table. And this is table quality of learning materials, topic materials, and learning activities in the textbook. The data in the table above show that most of the students in the class 81-3 need learning topic and activities to improve their skill of secretary and public administration that they structurally presented in work file. The data shows that secretary student of Polytechnic of Pratama Mulia need English learning module which is provide learning topic and materials connect with their file. Next. Okay, the next is syllabus. The syllabus is the meeting one objective student effective in learning in effective learning in line, and the indicator is the student are able to communicate in English, especially in work context, for example, answering telephone, writing letter or message in English. And the material or media is monologue or dialogue on the computer. And the method is audiolingual method. And the activities is learner watch video, and assessment is learning test. Okay, that's all for me. I'm sorry for any mistakes. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.